Hey guys, out here enjoying this absolutely beautiful day. Um, I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see it. Well, maybe you can't. I can't do it. Anyways, it's absolutely gorgeous day today. Sitting it out here, the blessing God gave me on my little patio outside my home, and I was reading a word by Chuck Pierce, and whoo, it hit me. Uh, and I'm going to reread a prophetic word God gave me on March 29th. And then I'm going to read you in Ezekiel chapter 47. Okay, so on the 29th, God said to me, Father spoke of his river that flows from his throne unto us. It flows through us as we are connected to him. The river has everything that you would need. It has everything that you would need for my kingdom. In the river is my heart on the matter. In the river, you know that my plans for you and for others and the world. In the river is an ease and a flowing of all things that would seem hard for you, my child. But there's an ease. In the river, you know and feel my love for you. In the river is peace, my child. Come and flow with me so that you can see, hear, and feel what my heart is. Okay, so I read Ezekiel chapter 47, and I'm going to read it to you. It's so good. The healing waters and trees. Ezekiel chapter 47. Then he brought me back to the door of the temple, and there was water flowing from under the threshold of the temple toward the east, for the front of the temple faced east. The water was flowing from under the right side of the temple, south of the altar. He brought me out by the way of the north gate and led me around on the outside to the outer gateway that faces east, and there was water running out on the right side. And when the man went out to east with the line in his hand, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters. The water came up to my ankles. Then he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The water came up to my knees. Again he measured 1,000 and brought me through the water. It came up to my waist. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not cross, for the water was too deep, water in which one must swim, a river that could not be crossed. He said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he brought me and returned me to the bank of the river. When I returned there, along the bank of the river were very many trees on one side and the other. Then he said to me, This water flows toward the eastern region, goes down into the valley, and enters the sea. When it reaches the sea, its waters are healed. And it shall be that every living thing that moves, wherever the river go, will live. Did you hear that? It will be that every living thing that moves, wherever the rivers go, will live. It will live if you are in the river of God. There will be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters go there, for they will be healed. And everything will live wherever the river goes. It shall be that fishermen will stand by it from En Gedi to En Iglam. Sorry, I'm butchering this. They will be places for spreading their nets. Their fish will be of the same kinds as the fish. The great sea, exceedingly many. But its swamps and marshes will not be healed. They will be given over to salt. Along the bank of the river, on this side and that, will grow all kinds of trees used for food. Their leaves will not wither, and their fruit will not fail. They will bear fruit every month because their water flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for medicine. Now, in the prophetic word, God said, everything you need is in the river. The river is indicative of the glory of God flowing from the throne. He invites us to come and jump into the river with Him, because it flows, and it doesn't matter how deep it is, because we can swim in this river. It has everything that we need, and it talks about making us trees. A long time ago, I had this vision of God showed me this huge tree, and its roots went deep down, and it was by a bank with a river flowing, and the branches went way out, and it was full of life. And I asked him, I said, what is that? And he said, that's what I'm making you into. I didn't fully understand that then, but I do now. When you stay in the river of God and you are there, your roots are going down deep. You're being nurtured. You're being fed because you are in the river of God. And then the tree becomes full of life, not just for you, but for others. So listen to that. It said, along the bank of the river, on this side and that, will grow all kinds of trees used for food. Their leaves will not wither, and their fruit will not fail. They will bear fruit every month because their water flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for medicine. So you are being nourished, and you have medicine to give to others. So I encourage you, get in the river of God. Get yourself in the presence of God. Stay there. Bask in His presence as much as you can, so that your tree grows strong and your roots go deep and your branches spread out and it's full of life. The leaves are full, and you have fruit, and you have leaves for medicine. What an awesome blessing God has given us. I want to share that tonight, sundown, is the Passover. And I know most Christians don't celebrate the Passover. They celebrate Easter Sunday. And I'm not telling you not to. I don't do Easter, but I, believe in celebrating the resurrection. But I also believe in honoring the feasts that God gave. And it says in the Word that they're perpetual covenant, which means they're everlasting. He doesn't do away with them. And if you do it and read, and if you don't understand it fully, ask the Holy Spirit to show you, because you'll find the connections of the feast of the Passover in Jesus Christ. And it's a blessing. And I believe this Passover, which starts sundown, that there's going to be a release of great miracles in people's lives. And great change is coming. And you don't need to worry, because if you're connected to God, He's got you. He's got your back. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Greater is he who lives inside of you than he who lives in the world. And God keeps you under his wing. He turns everything that Satan means for evil to good in your life. So don't get in this frenzy of fear and worry about what's going on. Keep your eyes focused on God, and he will take care of you. And more now than ever, you need to keep yourself tuned in so you can hear the voice of the Holy Spirit to tell you, go this way, go that way, don't do this, don't do that. Listen. Bless you guys. Happy Passover to you. Enjoy this beautiful sunny day if it's sunny where you are. Get outside. The sun is food for you. Early in the morning, it's good for you to let the sun come into your eyes. In the evening, when it's going down, it's good to let the sun to come in. It gives you vitamin D. It helps heal your body. So be blessed today. Bye-bye.